YouTube? It's your boy Vaughn Sleep back with another video, man. In today's video, I'll be showing y'all how to make this new 6'5". This build could do literally everything. Can get contact dunks, can play really good defense, can shoot the deep three ball, and can also be able to like dribble and be able to create its own shot. So yeah, man. So in today's video, I'll be showing y'all my new 6'5". As y'all can see, I already have like 8 cap breakers on them, and as y'all can see, I upped the three ball to 95. It goes maxed. Gave this a 90. I gave this guy a 95 ball handle because you know, you get all the Hall of Fame playmaking badges. You get Hall of Fame handles for days, Hall of Fame ankle assassin. You know, I put a cap breaker on it still so you can get silver interceptor. Put some cap breakers on his agility. You know what I'm saying? So we basically like made it all around. You know what I'm saying? Not to mention when I put a cap breaker on driving dunk and another cap breaker on vertical, I'm gonna be able to get all the majority of all the contact dunks in the game. You know what I'm saying? If I really wanted to, I could cap breaker 3 of these on finishing and vert and be able to get goal posterizer and be able to unlock all the contact dunks in the game. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, this build, as y'all can see, is very versatile at 6'5". Now, the reason why I didn't go 6'4", if I would have went 6'4", you can go 6'4" with this build. You know what I'm saying? But if I was to go 6'4" with this build, I would advise you to try to go for a 97 3 ball, because if you go for a 96 to 97 3 ball, you're going to be able to get Hall of Fame shooting badges like Hall of Fame Deadeye, Hall of Fame Shifty. So, depending on what type of play style you play, like if you're a 3-point hunting guard and all you do is 300 and take threes, then I would advise you to go for a high 97, 99 3. But if you want to be versatile like me, where it's like you want to be able to shoot deep threes, you want to be able to handle the ball, you want to be able to play good solid defense somewhat, you know what I'm saying, and also you want to be able to dunk the ball and get contact dunks when going to the rim, then I would advise you just to make this build. This build is the best all-around 6'5" build you could ever make on this game. You feel me? And yeah, man, you know, so I'm gonna show you all my animations on this build so far. So these are all my animations, you know. So if y'all want to, y'all can screenshot this. These are the best dribble animations on, you know, on this game. Now I used to use Paul George, but I noticed with Jimmy Butler, you get a better left right. You know what I'm saying? But Paul George is still not a bad escape. I would advise y'all could use Paul George, but y'all would understand what I'm talking about. If you use Jimmy Butler, it's that's what everybody uses for tall guards. It's actually the best left right, you know. And yeah, everything else on here is basically, you know, what I usually use to get open, you know. And all those clips that y'all saw me dribbling and creating my own shot, these are all my sigs that I used in the beginning of the video. Yeah, man. And then these are my regular animations. Obviously, you know, y'all wouldn't really see this. I use Zion layup. Zion normal layup is a good layup. And then my motion style is Alex Caruso, right? So let me move my camera. So Alex Caruso is like one of the best motion styles in the game. As far as like, you know, offense and defense, Alex Caruso is the best one. So if you don't have that, make sure you have that. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. And pro dribble pull up. Now everybody uses Pro 2. Pro 2 is really good. Like everybody loves to use Pro 2 dribble pull up. It's their favorite pull up. But me personally, I don't know. Pro 2 pull up for me is just like it's not really good to time, because I like the rhythm shoot. And majority of people rhythm shoot when they fade. So I would say for, you know, if you're rhythm shooting, Pro 2 is still good. But me personally, Pro dribble pull up is good for me. That's the pull up I was using in those clips. You know, it's easy to time. It's a really good pull up, and I don't get contested as much. So yeah. And then if y'all wanted a good jump shot for 6'5", this is my jump shot right here. I'm using Ray Allen base, right? I'm gonna let y'all see it right here, man. So I'll move my camera again. So basically I'm using Ray Allen base, Rudy Gay, Balupa. So if y'all want to, y'all can screenshot this as well. I'm showing y'all all my animations for my build, you know what I'm saying? And then yeah, I'm gonna get into detail with the build video right now. Basically, I'm gonna let y'all know how y'all make this build. So let's get into that. Alright, y'all, so I'm gonna explain in detail on how this build looks, right? So this is basically how you make this build. The only difference is, though, that I'm gonna help y'all with is I didn't mess up on the way I made this build. The only thing that I changed, as you can see here, is this the agility. So what I did was I had to use 2 cap breakers to get my agility to 84 to get Alex Caruso motion style. Alex Caruso is one of the best motion styles in the game, and I don't know if y'all know, in 2K, in 2K labs, they said that if you have a bad motion style, your player is not gonna move super fast. So having a good motion style for your my player is really important in this game. You know what I'm saying? So with that being said, I only had to use 2 cap breakers for agility. But if you make the build the way that I just made it right here, you're only gonna have to maybe use 1 cap breaker so that we can get Alex Caruso motion style. Now, if you don't really care for it, if you don't give a fuck about motion styles like that, but I'm just telling you from my preference, it is important to have a good motion style. But if you don't really care for that, then basically you could just throw that cap breaker on something else. But all I know is, you know, with 8, you start off. Me, I have 8 cap breakers already, right? When you start off, I don't know how far anybody's playing this game, but let's say if you have 8 cap breakers, right? The first thing you're gonna want to do is you're gonna want to throw your first 2 cap breakers on shooting to get a 95-3, right? You're gonna want to throw the other cap breakers on your ball handle, because you're gonna end up getting a 95 ball handle. 95 ball handle is gonna give you Hall of Fame handles for days. It's gonna give you ankle assassin on Hall of Fame, right? And also you're gonna get unpluckable on gold, right? And perimeter defense, right? When you get 3 more cap breakers later on during the year, what you're gonna want to throw those 3 cap breakers on. What you're gonna want to throw those 3 cap breakers on is you're gonna want to throw them on the perimeter defense. You're gonna want to throw, because when you throw those 3 cap breakers on perimeter defense, you're gonna get a 91 perimeter defense, which that's gonna give you goal on ball menace, and that's gonna also give you goal pick dodger, which is gonna be really good as a guard to have, because you know when you're playing park and people are trying to pick on you, you're gonna have defense to be able to like switch. You know what I'm saying? People are doing weird stuff in the park and things like that. You know what I'm saying? And then if you were to get a 92 perimeter, you would have gold challenger, which would be good as far as contesting people and stuff like that, right? And not to mention, y'all, if you put cap breakers on your strength, right, you could basically get strong handles on silver, and you could also get immovable enforcer on bronze. Which what immovable enforcer does, if y'all don't know, is it really helps as far as like guarding somebody. When it comes to guarding some bulky 6'8" or big ISO guards, it's gonna help you be able to like drain their stamina or be able to like stay in front of them better. You know what I'm saying? Especially like when it comes to like strength and things like that. So it is a really good badge, because I also have another 6'5" where I have this badge on gold, and it is a really good badge from my experience. You know what I'm saying? So this is a better version of the build that I have. And the reason why I would say that is because you're gonna have more better badges. Not only you're gonna have not better badges, but you're gonna have somewhat more badges, and low key you're gonna be able to like, you know, not have to spend so much cap breakers on things that you necessarily need. But as I can see, man, this is the all around best 6'5" build in the game. You know what I'm saying? When you get hella cap breakers with this build, you're gonna be tough, because you're gonna be able to damn near do everything. You're gonna be able to get contact dunks. You're gonna basically be able to do damn near everything. I'm telling you, you're gonna have like gold defensive badges. You could damn near probably also get gold finishing badges, gold defensive badges, Hall of Fame playmaking badges, Hall of Fame shooting badges. You know what I'm saying? This build could definitely play threes. You know, as far as being a 3 hunter, you could 3 hunt on this build, and you could also ISO on this build too. You know what I'm saying? And on the twos, when you get your perimeter defense, I would suggest you to play twos once you get your perimeter defense to 90. When you get your perimeter defense to a high 90 and you get gold pick dodger and gold on ball menace and gold and challenger, that's when I would tell you to play twos with this build, because you know how everybody likes to use screens, everybody likes to midi fade on twos. You're gonna be able to somewhat be able to play good solid defense on that. So with that being said, once you make this build, you will get the name of a 2-way 3-point slasher, right? That's a good solid name. And basically, you know, the only weakness with this build is the passing. But like I said, when you get cap breakers, you could put some cap breakers on your passing to make this build a better passer. You know what I'm saying? All you need in this game is really a 76 pass accuracy, right? So, okay, we throw 3 cap breakers or 2 cap breakers on pass accuracy, you'll be all right. You know, this build is mainly a 3s / shooting guard type of build. You know what I'm saying? This build doesn't run point guard. It's mainly a 2-guard build. You know, a build that you 3 hunt on, you ISO with, and you're able to play good solid defense with. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, man, that's how y'all make the build. So basically, look, I'm gonna show y'all, like, for example, I'm gonna show y'all on this. I'm gonna show y'all like the breakdown on everything. You know, as far as with the cap breakers and things like that, I'm gonna show y'all everything so y'all know. So right, as y'all can see, y'all see the cap breakers, right? You see how I have 8 cap breakers, right? So now, if I was to make this build the way I made it, right? I would throw 2 cap breakers on shooting so you can get that 95 3 ball, right? Then I have 6 cap breakers left. I would throw the 6 cap breakers on ball handling, so that would be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, right? So that leaves me with, Shorty got 2 right here, so that's 6. So yeah, so boom, you get 95 ball handle. That would be 95 ball handle, 95 3 ball, right? So it's what we use 5, we use 2, so now you have 1 more, right? Now that last, look, now the last cap breaker you have, right? You have 2 options. Either you could throw that cap breaker on your vertical, because if you get a 78 vertical, you'll be able to have if you get a 78 vertical, you'll be able to have what is it? 78 vertical, you're gonna be able to have gold. It's gonna unlock basically gold pogo stick, which is good as far as like if you need to jump at somebody, right? Not to mention, look at this build damn near gets what, a 75 strength. And if I'm not mistaken, with a 75 strength, you're gonna be able to get strong handles on gold, and you're gonna be able to get removal force on bronze. You know what I'm saying? But like we just discussed before with the motion styles is very important, right? So if I was you, chat, this is what I would do. If I was you, I would just throw the cap breakers on this, on ball handle, to get max out my ball handle with the cap breakers, max out your 3 ball, and then that 1 capper you have, throw it on agility so you can get the 85 agility, so you can get that Alex Russo motion style. And then later on, when you get like mad cap breakers in game, I would tell y'all, try to upgrade your perimeter defense, try to get your strength up, and then try to get your dunking up so you could be able to get better contact dunks. But I'm not gonna lie to y'all, I might even remake my 6'5" and make this build, because this build gets 71 strength, which is gonna be, you know, really good for strong handles and things like that. But I'm probably gonna make it later on in the year, not now. You know, the 6'5" that I have now, which I'm gonna show y'all, is still a good build. The only difference between the build that I just showed y'all is that build gets more badges. You know, so let me show y'all the main 6'5" that I have that I've been using though. I'm gonna show y'all that, you know, and so y'all can get a different aspect of everything. Like, you don't really need to get strong handles with gold and things like that, right? So this is the build that I have now, right? This is a really good build. 73 steel. I use my cap breakers on steel, right? And I think with this build, I went with a 91 ball handle, so I didn't have to use a lot of my cap breakers, right? So y'all can see I had 8 cap breakers, right? 8 cap breakers. I put 2 on shooting to get 95 3 ball, right? I put, what was this? I put 4 on my ball handling to get 95 max ball handle. And then with the 3 cap breakers I had left, I just put it on my agility to get that Alex Russo motion style, and then I put 1 on steel because, you know, I wanted to be able to play lanes better on this build, right? Now, as you can see, the difference is I don't get a 71 strength, which means that I'm not able to get a removable enforcer, which is something I did fuck up with this build. That's one thing I might have fucked up when it came to making this build. But I mean, it doesn't, even if this build is still a good build though, it basically has the same exact stats as the other build. Only difference is the other build has more strength when it comes to, you know, when you get your cap breakers, you're gonna have more strength. You know what I'm saying? So that's the only thing. You know, I could always go back and remake this build when I get more cap breakers and I'm further in the game. So that's why I'm not gonna waste my money on another build right now and remake another 6'5", because I'd rather just, you know, this 6.5 is good. You know, there's no need for me to do that. Now, if I feel like I would make another 6.5, then I'll probably remake this build, remake it the same way I just showed y'all on how to make that build, and then go about what I was doing and see how it is. But yeah, chat, that's basically how y'all make the build, man. If y'all really enjoyed this video, I hope y'all, you know, like, comment, subscribe. I will be dropping more videos, you know what I'm saying? I'm probably going to make more builds throughout the year, but in all reality, I'm probably only going to have 3 builds through the whole year. You know what I'm saying? My 6'5", my small guard, and then I'm probably going to make a popper, and that's probably going to be it. You know what I'm saying? But if anybody's new to the channel, make sure y'all subscribe. You know, subscribe if you're new. We stream live on Twitch every single day, so link is in the bio. If y'all could go follow my Twitch and show support, come subscribe. You know what I'm saying? If you can, I really would appreciate it. You know, make sure I go follow my TikTok, man. I'll be dropping some TikToks too, so make sure y'all follow me. And I do be needing teammates, so make sure y'all come to my Twitch when I'm live. And you know, you never know, I'll pick you up, we could play. And you know, I'm a really supportive, friendly guy, man. You know what I'm saying? As long as you're somewhat decent in the game, you know what I'm saying, chat, we could always hoop it up, man. So I hope y'all enjoyed this video though. Let me know what y'all want to see in the next video. If we can, let's try to get this video to 10 likes or more. It's your boy Vonne Sleep, and I'm out. Peace.